Okay, you're gonna need a mannequin head first of all. This is a dome cap, sewing needle and thread, elastic bands, a long and thick one, scissors. Last but not least, you're gonna need your weave. I forgot to record this when I was doing the video, but with the elastic band you need to measure it ear to ear from the back of your head to make sure it fits nice and snug when you sew it onto your lace frontal. Cut that off and drop that to the side. Next, you need to put your spandex cap over your mannequin head, and I want you to put the entire spandex cap over the entire piece of the mannequin head. Fit it as far as it can go. You do not want any lumps on your spandex cap. Even fit it past the eye line if you have to. Next, you need to take your lace frontal and put it on your spandex cap. You need to sew it onto the spandex cap. Now you see where the front of the spandex cap is? You need the hairline of your frontal to be just a little bit past that point. Once you're comfortable with where you've placed the lace frontal on the spandex cap, you can now start sewing the frontal onto the cap. In every lace frontal you get, there's this little thick bit at the back of it, which is, I kind of use that as a guideline as to where to begin and end sewing. So anything past that point, any frivolous lace past that point is what you leave unsewed, if that makes sense. Okay, now we're going to start on the actual weave sewing. I'm going to go from the end of where we finished sewing the lace front. That's where we're going to start sewing the actual weft of the weave to the other end. Now when you get to the end of the weave, you do not cut your weave. Never ever cut your weave. That is blasphemous. Okay, you just need to fold it and then sew it and keep going, so on and so forth and so on and so forth until you have finished sewing all your weave onto the spandex cap. Never ever cut your weave, ladies. Never cut your weave. Weft. Never cut the weave weft. I know what I'm talking about, shit. Okay, so I just cut out the rest of me sewing on the actual weave onto the spandex cap because it was really repetitive what I was doing. When it gets to the top bit, what you want to do is get the weave as close to the actual lace front as possible. And remember, you got to keep folding, never cut your weave, keep folding and make sure that the knots are tight. The last weft that you sew onto the lace front has to be attached to the actual lace front, like I'm showing you here. So once you're done with all of your sewing, what you want to do is that you want to get your scissors, take the wig off the wig cap, and you want to cut the excess spandex cap. So the spandex that's left underneath the lace frontal, you want to cut that off. Make sure you don't cut too close to your actual sewing because you don't want the whole thing to unravel, or you don't want to accidentally cut off one of your strings, so careful. So this is what it should look like once you have cut off the spandex cap. You want to put the wig back on your mannequin head upside down and sew on the elastic band I told you guys to cut off at the beginning. So see how I'm doing it right here? You need to sew on the spandex cap onto the actual lace that's not connected to the spandex cap, because this is what's going to keep your lace frontal flat on your heads. Once you're done with the right side, you want to do the same thing on the other side, and make sure as you're moving the elastic band to the other side, it's still in the same rotation. Do not flip it, do not turn it around, so that once you put it on your head, the band is straight, alright? And last but not least, we are going to do this straightening. Now I'm using my Tresemme Heat Defense spray before I actually go in with my hair, I can't talk anymore, before I actually go in with my hair straighteners. Once you're done straightening the actual weave, when it gets to the lace frontal, you want to part a diagonal line. I think it's diagonal, a straight line in the same direction that you have sewn your weave, and then straighten that bit so that it can cover up the tracks, and then carry on straightening, you know, whatever direction you want to, whether it's side parting, middle parting. I personally think that the middle parting, it goes perfectly with this wig, considering we're trying to recreate the Alexis Skyy wig. So copy me or die. No, I'm joking. Usually when I finish straightening hair, I always get like loose hairs, so I like to take my argan oil mousse and just a tiny little bit, put it where you usually get your stray hairs. This is what your wig should look like when you are done. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you like the video, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of me, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.